Hi, everyone. I'm going to try to do a couple things in this video. First of all, really quickly, I made sure to wear a shirt this time. A couple people commented on that, and I think I like this shirt. You can find them out there. There's even cooler ones actually. But the answer to that question, why wasn't I wearing a shirt, is it's LA and it's super hot, uh, uh, almost year round. And B, I had literally just woken up and was just like scrolling through, and I didn't have a shirt on, whatever. So there it is. Now I have a more proper attire, unless unless you think otherwise. Um, okay, so the first thing is I did get a comment from somebody who said that it is still up on CNN's channel, and I asked that individual for a link. I've not received it. I haven't received it from anybody else. I searched myself, and I don't see it. I've typed in a number of different things into YouTube and into Google, and you can obviously still find the interview, but just not from CNN. And you can find Andrew Yang, in some things, there, but it does not appear, as far as I can see, that the interview is up there. And by the way, okay, and this is extremely important. If I get stuff wrong, if anybody gets things wrong, please fact check me. And fact checking is not sending an article from, another place. In my opinion, there are no definitive sources at this moment. There are a lot of different things at play here, and a lot of propaganda, and it's gonna get, I think, harder before it gets better, with the rise of things like deep fakes, and stuff like that. I mean, it's just going to be a mess. So really the only thing that I think we can do, is that it's going to take people to bear the responsibility of citizenship. Really. Now is not the time to be asleep at the wheel. Because if you think about the technologies that are coming out right now, okay, think about the fact that there are companies, including the one who I'm using their phone. I love your phone. And who I have an account with on YouTube, and all kinds of other people. They know a lot about us. All of this goes off somewhere. That is a lot of power for people to have. So, and that power will be used. And that's kind of the way it goes. But the thing that we can do as citizens is that we need to, because the old sense-making institutions are no longer working, and it appears that they are can be quite manipulative at times. There is no definitive factual source, so it will take individuals staying in dialogue, and I'm sure I will make mistakes. I'm sure other people will make mistakes, but I want you to tell me. And but if you do tell me, if you say, hey, look, I still see this up there, but I reposted it anyways, Yang Gang or something like that. It's just like, whoa, wait a second, you still saw it up there? It's like, send me that link, send me that information. We have to be dedicated to truth right now. I mean, that's it. This is not about. I mean, I think Yang. I'm an Andrew Yang guy because I think that. I think he has the best chance to fix some of the structural problems that are not going to be fixed by others. If you ask me, I think that's a whole nother discussion as to why I think he's the guy, and apparently a lot of other people agree, and for good reason. But yeah. We have to be dedicated to the truth. The principle of what is true, and it needs to be above all. That is the way that we weather this storm and get punched through to the 21st century, where we are. I mean, we are all connected now, and a lot of these institutions are still behaving as if it's the 20th century. And those institutions are, to a degree, pathological. It doesn't mean that the people that are within them are pathological, but the incentives that have been set up kind of grind people down, and they don't bring out the best in people. So I think that this is like, this can make or break us, this moment. Like, this could be really, really cool at the same time. Like, if all of us keep our eyes open, don't have someone else do it. If you see something, say something. If a news source takes something down, if you see someone being treated unfairly or whatever, do it. But provide evidence. Don't take things for granted. There will be such sophisticated forms of manipulation. I mean, trust me, guys. I'm about to go to graduate school to get my. I got a scholarship to get my Master of Fine Arts in film. So I work and live in LA. So I'm quite media savvy, and I live. Silicon Beach is right down. It's like 2 miles from here. I'm so I have a lot of people. I know some people in tech and whatnot, and some of this stuff is just absolutely it's scary. And the only way that we're going to be able to weather it is by human beings using this technology that could be used to in such horrendous ways. We have to make sure that we are dedicated first and foremost to not to any particular candidate, or to any particular ideology or whatever, but to just trying to tell the truth, trying to make sure that we're holding each other accountable for telling the truth, calling people out for lies. And here's the biggest thing, as far as I'm concerned. It's not somebody else's job to do this. It's all of our job. I mean, we now have a government. Make no mistake about it. Okay, the amount of information that everybody is going to have on, that the most powerful entities in the world have on us, and will continue to have on us, is overwhelming. And of course, that's going to be used used. If the institutions remain as they are, and if people continue to behave in the way that they're behaving, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay? We're in a lot of trouble. So this is not the time to be complacent. You can't just, look, at your favorite news source and think you know what's going on, because A, no one really knows fully what's going on. And B, right now is a time where we could either come through the other side of this big transformation better, as America usually does, but it doesn't just happen arbitrarily. It happens because people they don't scream and yell at other people and tell them how bad they are, because you're probably a piece of shit too, like me. If there are parts of you that suck because you're a human being, okay? So stop yelling at other people about the tragedy of being itself, if that's what you're doing. That's not interesting. If you think somebody is wrong, engage with them and listen to them. You can call people out if you think that they're lying, but we need to be doing this with peace and humility and with the better angels of our nature. And that means being dedicated to telling the truth, informing people as best we can, regardless of party affiliation or any take your pick. We have to collectively have a network of individuals who are trying to sort through this and make sure that the American people have the information that they need, that all of us need, in order to make sure that we get the right person, who I think is Yang, who to me it's hands down, it's obvious. But I think regardless, there is nothing but good that will come from individuals really honestly appraising situations and correcting one another. So that's my first thing. I'm also going to do another video. I don't want to go too long. Let me think whether I should do this in one, have this be a oneer or not. Okay, so I did in fact go through the video, but I noticed that whole intro thing is already like 13 minutes, and the whole video would be like 45 minutes. So I'm gonna just put the preamble, so to speak, out, and then post the rest probably tomorrow, because there's some interesting stuff in there, I think.
Place on that, what would that do? I mean, what would be the purpose of that, other than it makes sense and it's rational as a human being, as a
wait. Let's just go back to, why would you do that? Other than the fact that what does he say? Listen to that one more time. Uh-oh.
Place on that, what would that do? I mean, what would be the purpose of that, other than it makes sense and it's rational as human?
Why would you do that, other than the fact that it makes sense and it's rational?
It's